Okay, so Brains with Av, this is why you should run Pyro to mid. And I shopped this out, but there's a few reasons why you want to run Pyro to mid. First off, you'll get quicker to mid than a scout would, and you should be able to meet with your demo. Even a good demo route will get slightly still faster to mid than Pyro, but the Pyro won't be that far behind. And if your demo's worried about a fast bomb, then he can just slow down and let the Pyro lead the way. It won't slow him down that much to let the Pyro do that. And the advantage of having a Pyro here, if they play aggressively, if they try to jump up this way, the Pyro can air blast them down, and he can easily be ready to rotate over if the demo's having trouble stopping him from coming up banana. Literally having the two players here will easily deny any aggressive push from the enemy team, and will slow them down hugely, giving your team the advantage, and hopefully then your team will come up elbow and support you on high ground if you're playing the play passively. If the enemy team plays passively, eventually you're going to get your bombs back, and then you can send a Pyro in. Why a Pyro over a Scout, I bet you wonder, in this situation? First off, if they're playing passively, they're all going to be clumped up together in this small choke. Second off, Pyro denies healing. Fun fact, the Flamethrower Afterburn cuts the medic's healing in half. So literally instead of healing and buffing people at a rate of 24 health a second, now he's doing it at a rate of 12. So that means that your damage on the triple bomb is going to stick. So preferably, once your Pyro gets his jumps back, he's going to let the team know, and then he's going to say to the team, okay, I'm ready to jump, and then you can easily jump in with the other two soldiers and, yeah, do the triple bomb. And you can see I can usually get my flamethrower off before it touches the ground again, so, yeah. The one problem about doing that is you could get denied, but it's hard to deny free players. The soldier either has to run. Not only does the scouts have to each target one of the soldiers or Pyro, they have to target one player and be able to land all their shots that deny them the high ground or landing on the high ground. But then they also have, then the third person, the soldier either has to run a shotgun and deny the Pyro, or get an air shot with his rocket, which all of them are really hard. Doing this should allow you to win mid pretty much every time, because Six's teams do not like to adapt. And that's why this works. Two things you have to be worried about, and they're very unlikely, is them adapting and them running a Pyro of their own to mid. That'll make bombing them a lot harder. I still recommend doing it because the Pyro can't deny free bombers, even if he can do a good job denying one at a time. And at the very least, you can easily sit back and just spam them out. The Pyro can't reflect back all the spam, even if he can reflect a majority of the spam. Another thing you have to worry about is them not taking mid and them just giving up mid and playing passively. But in Newcomer, I don't think that should be a problem, because they should always be fighting for mid, just like their mentors tell them to. And you know, I think a lot of mentors in teaching newcomer players are not the best, and they don't tell them why you should do things. They tell them this is what you should do. There's a reason why you should do things, and I can tell you this: learning how to adapt and learning why things work is way more important than following what your mentor says. Besides the point, if you win mid and you're pushing last, this is how I recommend to push last with a Pyro. Hopefully you got the medic and they don't have Uber. If they don't have Uber, I'd still recommend doing the push I'm about to suggest, but this one's assuming they have Uber in mind. First off, you're going to want your soldier to shoot both these corners to not only check for flanker on the up here hiding, but also to check for sticky bombs that hide here, because a lot of the times if the demo gets out alive or spawns up before you guys are able to push because you're too slow to cap second, he's probably going to set a sticky trap here to deny shutter. So having a soldier sit back here, shoot this corner, then move over here and shoot that corner should clear out this whole entire top row of stickies and allow your scout to quickly shoot him out before rotating over to where he's going to be pushing from. And this is the push you're going to want to do. Once they see you're about to push locker, any good demo man's going to put stickies on the shutter. If he doesn't have stickies on the shutter, if you know he doesn't have stickies on the shutter, then you don't have to pop your Uber right away. But this is what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want your soldier and one of your soldiers and demos to get ready to push from river. And the entire time they should, while they're waiting, they should be spamming out hopefully the enemy combo. That's obviously gonna be over here, and/or the people that are gonna stop them from pushing in. Your scout can either push from the choke or launch pad. Preferably launch pad because it backs up the demo and gives him the most high ground, and he can even then jump on these pipes and do whatever he needs to and peel for whoever he needs to. And then your soldier, medic, and pyro are gonna be pushing from the shutter against the enemy combo. Your pyro is gonna be jumping in, trying to get damage done and/or air blast them back. And your soldier's also gonna be bombed in. So you start with your pyro, uber your pyro for the shutter medic. If once again, if there's sticky traps, if you know there's sticky traps here, and then your soldier's gonna wait back here, and then you uber him in, the bomb him in. And the entire time, you're gonna be walking with towards the pyro. If this is done properly, you should easily be able to get both players through this the shutter without getting sticky trap, and you'll have a pyro and a soldier on their medic, and the players that are around the medic. If they don't have an uber, you should be able to easily wipe them up quickly, all the combo members here, and then you can easily rotate over to the other players that are still alive. Once the last point's relatively clear, since your demo was over here, he can easily jump up here onto this balcony and start putting sticky traps over here. Your pyro and soldier could lock down this side of spawn, and then your remaining soldier and scout can push for the point. If you know there's someone down here, you can send more players to go down there. Preferably a pyro, because in that way you don't have to worry about whatever remaining players down there. You can just keep them off the point and win at that point for capping. This should all happen very fast. Hopefully you don't slow down too much and give them time to set up the fences, because the more time you give them to set up the fences, the harder it is gonna be to push last. If you fail this last push, make sure your medic at least tries to get out alive. So medic, during the push, try to hang as far as you can to heal people, and just get ready to get out. Whether you want to drop down for here and move for choke unpredictably, or if you want to try to get out shutter. So yeah, if the fight starts to look south, try to get out at the very least with your life. And same with the pocket scout. If you can try to meet up with your medic, that's great. Once again, if you fail the push, yeah, then you just come up regular scout and call it a day. But I'm thinking you should win most of mid with the pyros. At least how it's been working in IM, it's been working for that reason.